Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm very excited because we're going to do an updated review of these lovely KVM Freedom and Stealth camper vans. We're going to climb over it from top to bottom and just have a look and see what makes them so popular, what makes them so special. In fact, New Zealand's #1 choice when it comes to small Freedom and Stealth camper vans. Coming right up.
Open up your eyes, take a deep breath, soak it all in, it's right on your doorstep. Feel the natural beauty seep into your heart, leave your cares behind you and get ready to start. We got to go, head on the open highway, let's go see where the sky meets the sea. We gotta go, see the beauty, do it my way. KVM inspire you and me, feeling only free.
Nissan Elgrand, Highway Star, Toyota Alphard, Velfire. What do you think about when you hear these brands? You think about reliability, comfort, style, safety. This is what really matters when it comes to buying a vehicle. They are just beautiful to drive. You can't say too much more about them in that respect. They're not like converted cargo vans where you're bouncing around like a ping pong ball in a jar. You could drive for 8 or 10 hours in a Velfire, Alphard or a Nissan Elgrand and just feel fresh as a daisy when you climb out. They are comfortable and safe. Now, these lovely vans come with two size engines, a 2.4 or a 3.5. And your first reaction might be, well, that sounds like they're going to use a lot of gas. Okay, that's not necessarily true. Let's have a look at the facts. These are actually people movers. They are loaded up in the back with seats, big, luxury, comfortable seats, and those seats are heavy. It actually takes 2 people to lift one of those seats, and we have taken 5 of those seats out of the back, so you can only imagine how much weight that is saving. And you all know weight is petrol. Also, the other thing to remember is the way you drive. If you're heavy footed, you will use more. If you stick to 100k, stick to the limit, just cruise along like I do when I'm going for a Sunday drive. I drive like an old man, to be honest, but I get there, I drive safe, and I just keep it steady, and you'll find the fuel economy is just as good as any other car. Now, these vans are just beautifully appointed. The Elgrand Highway Star and the Toyota Velfire and Alphard, they are just amazing. Look at these beautiful big captain seats here. The ones I have, they come with 2 keys. They have cruise control. They have backing cameras. They are just so comfortable with these big captain seats. Electric seats on this particular one. But it really is like driving a luxury car. Probably a few months ago now, I drove from Auckland to Wellington, and I felt that good when we got there. We all went out for dinner and went to karaoke till 12:30 that night. We had a great time. But the point I'm trying to make is I got out at Wellington feeling as fresh as a daisy. It was lovely. And as far as safety goes, I feel more safe in one of these than any other car that I have driven. They are not a little wee, small, tiny car. They are strong, they are solid, you have plenty of protection. You're surrounded by airbags. And it just feels like you're in something solid and strong when you're driving. Not like these cargo vans, they're all tin. They're basically a shell with a motor on it. They're designed to take cargo around the back streets of Tokyo. They're not designed to carry people on long trips at high speeds on the motorway or the freeways. And they're not designed for the twisty roads and the handling and the New Zealand road conditions. So there are a lot of accidents in cargo vans on highways and big open roads, and particularly camper vans because they're not designed to handle the road. Remember, they're for carrying boxes around the back streets of Tokyo. They're not designed to carry people in a very comfortable and a safe way at high speeds. And well, in my book, it may not be in yours, but in my book, comfort and safety is very, very important. And in these vans, I feel safe. Now, before we get into the back of the van and start the most exciting part of the van tour, I just want to make a point. I've made this point before, but I want to do it again. And that is the most important part of your purchase or your investment is the quality of the van. That's what comes first. Anything in the back can be upgraded, can be altered, can be changed, but most of your money for this investment should go into the quality of the van. That is the most important part of this decision that you're about to make. Let's get into the most exciting part of the van tour, the sleeping quarters. You cannot beat a good Afghan. And these are good Afghans, just like the ones my mum used to try and make. So how are the KVM vans prepared? Well, before they're purchased, they are checked out from top to bottom by Midas New Zealand, and anything that affects the warranty fitness or the reliability or safety is fixed straight away. Bang, no questions asked. Then they receive a full comprehensive service from top to bottom. That's new oils, waters, air filter, oil filter, everything is done. So I know when they drive out and leave here and pass through the gate for the last time that the owner is getting a very, very high level, good quality van. Bear in mind, of course, they are not brand new vehicles. And even if it was a brand new vehicle, you have no guarantee that everything's going to be perfect for the rest of your life. Things do go wrong, things do wear out. But my rule of thumb is no van leaves here unless it is one that I would be very, very happy to keep for myself long term. That's my philosophy. So I do everything within my power to make sure the van is going to be good, it's going to be safe and reliable. Right, well, I feel a lot more energetic now that I've had my first cup of coffee for the day, and I feel like I'm raring to go. And that Afghan was delicious. Now, as you can see, I am really, really happy and comfortable in this space. It is just a nice place to be. Maybe these vans look small from the outside, but I tell you, once you're sitting in here, I've got heaps of headroom here. As you can see, I'm 1.8 high. I'm not tall and I'm not short. I'm probably about average. And as you can see, I'm not tall, dark and handsome. The best way to describe me would be average, average and average. In every aspect, I am average. But I just love being here. It is great. These squabs are nice and thick, as you can see on the photos. They are about that thick. They are really comfortable, not like these little rental vans you get where they give you a little wee thin one like this. It feels like you're sleeping on a door. These are really thick and really comfortable. And there's enough room for one. If one person is sleeping in here, you do not even need to make up the bed. I'm going to show you how to make up the double bed very soon. But you can just put the squab over to the side and sleep on one squab without making up the bed if you're just a single person traveling on your own. Now, have a look at the footroom here. I'm sitting here and I'm as comfortable as I would be if I was on my lovely lounge suite in the lounge at home. It is really good. And I can take the covers off the windows, the insulation, sit here, enjoy my coffee, and look out at the beach and watch all the swimmers and the surfers and the boats going past. Very, very pleasant. I have the back door wide open. I can have the side door open, so I got the breeze and the fresh air traveling through here, but I've got shelter. I'm out of the hot sun. Now, just sitting here, I have the table folded up and I have my laptop on there, and as you can see, there is plenty of room to stretch out. I'm almost fully reclined now, and there's still a lot more room in the step well over there by the door. So a lot of space here to sort of stretch out. You could have two people sitting here comfortably having morning tea or having a cup of coffee together. It is just lovely. Put your laptop up here and you can do your laptop. You can watch a Netflix movie, or you can watch KVM videos while you're out camping on YouTube. Yeah, okay. All right, now here is the sink. We have 25 litres of fresh water, 25 litres of waste as per what you need to be legal in a camping van. And of course we have these lovely electric taps. We import these products. They are on our website at kvmcampervans.com. So if you're a bit of a DIY person, you can buy all these products on our website in our shop area. Now, these are very special taps. You just take them off like this, disconnect the hose, and you can charge them up via a mobile phone charger, and that will pump up your water from the water tank underneath, and that'll just go for days and days and days and days, because you only run the water for a few seconds really. Now over here, you won't see on many other manufactured camper vans, small Freedom camper vans, you have a mirror and your coat hooks, so you can hang up your hat or your jacket. I love having a mirror in my van. That way I've always got something nice to look at. Hi. Down here we have our 12-litre fridge, and we import these as well. These are also on our website, kvmcampervans.com, in our shop. So we do sell these if you would like one for your car or anywhere like that. Now they will go down to 0 degrees, so you can put your ice cream in here. They will keep your beers really cold. Or whatever you put in there, your milk or your eggs or anything big enough, I find, for what you want. Now they come with a cord that goes into your cigarette lighter, so typically I would have it plugged into my cigarette lighter while I'm driving. Then when I get to my camping ground, I will plug it in to land power via my caravan cord. I have a multi-box set up in here, and that attaches to the caravan cord into the campground power, so I can charge batteries, I can run laptops, I can run my fridge, I can run a fan, I can run a heater, anything I want off the power box, off my multi-box that plugs into the land power at the campground. Now behind this private wall we have a permanent cassette toilet that is fixed down to the floor. It is just a beautiful thing. Now when you camp somewhere, obviously the seat would slide right forward. You would normally use this toilet typically at night. During the day we'll use camping ground toilets or public bathrooms. So at night time when you're camping, this seat would go right forward, and there is more than enough room to just sort of sit on this toilet. It's a lovely toilet. You can just sit here and read the newspaper or read your favorite novel or a mystery book or something. Sit here, read the newspaper, do the business, and it is very, very comfortable. And of course it meets all the legal requirements for the new toilet rules. Don't let some campervan companies put you off and say, oh, the rules are going to change back. Guys, a toilet that is in a box folded away that you've got to bring out is not legal anymore. It's not going to be legal. You have to get a toilet that is a cassette toilet and in a permanent place. It must be able to be used when the bed is made up. If anyone selling you a camper van tries to convince you otherwise, walk away, guys. Okay, you must have the new legal requirement of a cassette toilet that is permanently attached to the floor, and it must be able to be used when the bed is made up. Now, there are some businesses trying to sell you a camper van with the porta potty in it, saying, oh, the politicians are going to change the rules back, so the porta potty is going to be legal. Guys, that is laughable. Don't believe it. Walk away, please. You really need to do it properly. Have the correct toilet, the cassette toilet, permanently attached to the floor, and it can be used when the bed is made up. Don't listen to these people who are trying to sell you something that is inferior. Future-proof your van. Do it properly, please. And it means your van is of more value as well in the future when it comes time to sell it. The law changed from December, so it is actually in place now. And don't try and be convinced otherwise, please. We do certifications here every day, every week for KVM Campervans, and it's all done through All Points Camping. Go to their website, have a look. Please, it's something you need to be aware of. Please, don't be tricked. Do it properly. Have the proper legal cassette toilet. Now, we supply these. We have these on our website in our shop, so we do sell them to people. If you have a camper van with the old toilet, bring your van in here. We will convert it over to the new toilet for you, absolutely free. Okay? You'll need to buy the toilet, of course, but we will transfer it over for you, absolutely free, and we'll recertify your van. Once you put the new toilet in, of course, you need a new certificate. Now, the marvelous thing about this design is it only takes less than a minute. That's right, less than 1 minute to set up the bed. Get your stopwatch ready, you can time it. The other good thing is the squabs are so thick and comfortable, and of course they are full length squabs, and not like some of these vans where you see they're made up of a jigsaw puzzle of squares. Stay away from the jigsaw puzzle beds, lots of little squares and shapes. Guys, it doesn't work. It's made by businessmen who want to sell vans. They're not made by people who spend a lot of time sleeping in small vans. I assure you. You need a full-length squab. Guarantee if you have a jigsaw puzzle bed, your shoulder or your hip will be in the joint and you'll be sinking down, and halfway through the night you'll say, I'm hating this. Most important thing about a camper van. 1, you got to have a good night's sleep. 2, you got to have good tucker, good food. But that sleep is very important. Don't go for a jigsaw puzzle bed made up of lots of pieces. You need a full length squab to be completely comfortable and get a good night's sleep. So that's what you have here. If there are 2 people in the van, you both have a full length squab. I love it. Right, here we go. Get your stopwatch ready. We're going to make up the bed. Right, let's see that from another angle, shall we? Right, let's talk about the next most important part of any camping van, and that is the power supply. Now, anyone who knows me or knows my vans knows that I like simple, little to nothing to go wrong. I don't like complicated plumbing or complicated electrical systems through the van where you need to get an electrical certificate. There's just more stuff to go wrong, and quite frankly, I wouldn't know how to fix it. So I keep everything basic and simple. Remember, I've made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. So if you follow my simple way, the easy way, you will have a stressed and problem-free camping experience. Right, let's look at our power supply. This is what I use right here. Now, this is what I call the KVM power station, and it's our brand. I import them and we sell them on our website, on our shop, kvmcampervans.com. They are just brilliant. Now, let me show you. I used to use house batteries under here and inverters and all sorts of things, and they're okay. They did the trick fine, but this is just so much better. Look how light it is. It's a lithium battery. It's portable. You can take it inside to charge it. You can store it under the bed. You can shift it, do what you want with it. It's small, it's light, and it's easy. Now, you've got all your USB plugs along here for your USB devices that you can run or charge. Okay, you've got two power plugs here, two hot points that you can take in any New Zealand power plugs that you plug into there. Now, what else is good about this? Well, there's a light on the back. If you turn it on, you will have a light. You can carry it as a super powerful torch if you need to go out somewhere in the evening or at night, over to the shower block, for example. You can use it for that. Now, what else do I love about this? Well, you can use it for solar, okay? You do not need to put any other solar adapters or systems connected up to your panel or this. Everything is built in. There's a charger built in, so you can take it inside and charge it, or you can charge it on the campground power if you want to, but it will last for days and days and days. I've had my laptop running off this, I think, for about 3 days, and it is brilliant. Now, the other thing, solar power. You don't need any extra gear or wiring or electrical systems. I bought this solar panel from JCar. I've got a little cord on it with a connection that goes straight into the solar panel. I put that into there like that, and that's it. I am now running on solar power, guys. How simple and easy is that? Now, you can get smaller ones than this or bigger ones than this, but I found this one to charge this box up to 100% in only a couple of hours. I think it was down to about 70%. So I put this up on the roof of the van or on the dashboard of the van. You could put it on the dashboard of the van while you're parked up somewhere, and it charged up my power box in no time at all. Took it straight up to 100% full. And how easy is that? The solar panels come with a cord. You might have to get a special connection if you can from JCar or somewhere, so it plugs straight into your box, and that's it. I am running on solar, guys. I am off the grid. How easy is that? Now, you can see these on my website, kvmcampervans.com, the shop. We do sell them there if you're building your own van, but they come stock standard in the KVM Campervan, okay? So this is your power supply, easy, simple, and I just love it. I wish I found it years ago. Well, no photos on any advert like a website or Trade Me can do the van justice. And I really hope that this video has helped you see all the ins and outs, the intricacies, and how everything works with the setup and the appliances and everything that's in there. I hope it's given you a good idea of how these vans work. They are simple with very little or nothing to go wrong. A lot of comments I get from the customers are they love simplicity. It's open, it's spacious, there's very little furniture here. Now remember, this is a small van. It's not an RV, it's a small camping van. You do not want all the big fancy cupboards and furniture with sliding doors and all these cookers. You do not want that inside. The more you put inside, the less room you have for you and your friend, okay? You do not need it. And that's where people make a lot of mistakes. They fill it all up with fancy, beautiful RV style furniture with all the cupboards and the doors and the drawers, and the van just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. There are vans like that companies make, and people say to me, there's no room, there's no space. It's just too small because they fill it up with fancy furniture. This is open, spacious. You can spread your feet out. There's enough room for 3 people here to sit in here and have lunch, and 2 people to sleep easily. It is spacious. Remember, with a small van, that's what you want. You want space. You don't want all the fancy, unnecessary stuff. Before we go, I need to show you how we do the cooking in this lovely KVM van. Now, every KVM camper van comes with a portable gas cooker. Why a portable gas cooker? Well, it's the best thing to have, guys. It really is. From my years of experience of camping in small camper vans, this is the best thing to have. It runs off these canisters which you buy from Bunnings in a packet of 3 or 4. You get around 3 meals per canister, which works out brilliantly. Now, if it's a little bit breezy outside and you do not have a tailgate tent, you just get one of these to put around it. That protects the flame. If it's there's a little bit of a breeze at the beach, we have these in our shop, by the way, kvmcampervans.com, and one of these gas cookers is just brilliant. Now, like I said, you do not want a stove and big cooking facilities inside the van. Like I said, this is where people go wrong. They put too much stuff inside the van. You don't have to be Einstein to figure out that you don't want to be cooking big meals in such a small space in a camping van. The smells would go through the... Okay, now you can use this inside. You can put it on the little fold-up table, and you can use this metal surround to protect your furniture and everything, and just watch it. And you can make a simple cup of tea, a coffee, or a cup of soup, or a cup of noodles, or something like that. So you can use it inside if you're sitting there watching it. Maybe open up the side door and put it on the fold-up table. So you need some good air flowing through the van if you're using this little gas cooker inside. And just use one of these to put around for protection. Now, these gas cookers work really well. I've had some incredibly good meals on this gas cooker. We use I have a saucepan if I'm making soup or something like that. I have a kettle that whistles that I put on the top to boil the water for my tea and coffee. The gas is really hot. It boils the water faster than the kettle, to be honest. It really is brilliant. Or I use a fry pan or a wok to do stir fries, and that's all you need. A saucepan, a fry pan, and a kettle to boil your water. That's all you need, and it does an excellent job. So the KVM Campervan comes with a fold-up chair, so you can sit out here under the trees and cook lunch. Comes with a fold-up table. Comes with a little gas cooker, and well, it's got everything you need to head away camping. So that's how you cook your meals, and I've got to say, it is just brilliant. Don't buy a camper van with all the stoves and cookers and everything inside, especially if it's an El Grande or an Alphard, because it just takes up too much space, all that unnecessary stuff. And like I said, you do not want to be cooking meals inside anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I know it was a little bit long, but if you are looking at buying a camper van, and it is a big investment, so it is well worth doing your research and watching a good video. So I hope mine was helpful in some way, regardless of whose van you're buying or what kind of van you're buying. I'm sure there was something here that could be of use to you with your research. Check out our website, kvmcampervans.com. Go to the shop, a lot of little knickknacks on there, like our tailgate tent, which I just love to bits. Gives you somewhere to stand up, walk around, do your cooking out of the weather, out of the wind. Check out the tailgate tent if you have a small camper van. They are brilliant. I'll see you on the next video. I wish you good luck with your van hunting, with your adventure. And what else is there to say except happy camping, over and out. Cheers. Right, this is Marty picking up his van today. Marty and Tess. Just finished building it for them. What are your first impressions, Marty? What do you think?
Rubbish.
Cut it.
We are super happy with this. We just can't wait to get it back home. We live on a yacht, and this is going to give us freedom to come to explore more of New Zealand while we're here. And we're really looking forward to using it. And we're super impressed with William. He's a bit of a nutter, but so am I. So, you know, we're getting on very well indeed.
Yeah.
The sheer simplicity and the value for money, just can't beat it.
Yeah, no, very, very cool. And look forward to seeing you around the traps, out camping, maybe with the camping group.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be nice to do.
Yep.
Yep.
And there's a lot of vans out there on the market. A lot of vans on YouTube and on the market and for sale. Why did you choose KVM vans? You just
Well, once
like
we
the
saw
layout?
you in one of your videos, that was it. We thought of it. William, he's the man.